95, the internet's starting to come. By 99 and 2000, all these companies are public, but they're making no money, but they're worth billions, making no money. All of a sudden, kind of like how markets work, the market decided, wait a minute, this is bullshit, and the whole thing crumbles in March of 2000.
What's the latest trend that's sweeping the internet?
What exactly is an NFT?
So-called NFT.
Y'all in the chat understand what an NFT is?
Like, does that stand for not safe for work? What does this mean?
Why would you pay for an NFT when you can look at it for free?
Is this a gigantic bubble just waiting to burst?
I believe in this space with my whole heart.
I'm just fascinated by it, all of it.
Dear Hedera community, I need to address something. The idea of cryptocurrency has changed the world as we know it. In some cases, it has made the world more fair, simple, and accessible. However, in other cases, it has made the world more complicated, divided, and anxious.
In 2024, 95% of those NFTs hold absolutely zero value.
And Forbes has named you one of the top 50 most influential people in the NFT space. So congrats on that. You know what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm so proud. I love being a part of this community and being a voice and sharing my platform and just getting the word out there because I think it's just such an incredible thing to be a part of.
Yeah, I jumped in.
I know, I heard. I'm so happy I taught you what they were.
You did. You taught me what's up, and then I bought an ape.
I got an ape too because I saw you on the show with Beeple and you said you got a MoonPay, so I went and I copied you and did the same thing.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
This is your
mine.
ape.
Yeah,
We debuted.
it's really cool. Like the hat, the shades.
And what?
Assuming that everybody's already up to speed with the history of crypto, I'd like to share a bit more about our story. In 2017, the launch of CryptoKitties, a blockchain-based game where users could buy, sell, and breed unique virtual cats using Ethereum, showcased the potential of blockchain for creating and verifying digital scarcity. Soon after, artists and creators began exploring NFTs as a way to tokenize and authenticate digital art, giving rise to the NFT art market. The market exploded with high-profile NFT sales, drawing attention to issues of ownership, copyright, and the valuation of digital assets.
The current bid on Jack Dorsey's first tweet is $2.5 million. This cat meme recently sold for $600,000.
Last week, Logan Paul made over $5,081,490 selling digital trading cards of himself known as NFTs.
NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. It's the biggest technology that has ever happened in the history of life, outside of things like fucking fire and like the printing press is the one that I keep going back to. Television, phone, fine, but this is like printing press 10.0.
Contemporary artists should really be looking at this technology. I think it's a huge win for the artist financially and brand reputationally and for its early buyers.
There was no option for them not to use the high market art world infrastructure, a gallery, an auction house. I believe this gives them options.
What people are talking about, art, you've covered the Beeple auction, the $69 million sale and all that, but people are misunderstanding the smart contract and what it can do.
These are smart contract visualization, right? Homes and leases. I can't imagine not every ticket being an NFT in a decade. Once I realized it was this big, I only know one move, all in.
This is where we come in. We arrived in the Hedera ecosystem in 2021, right at the beginning of this nascent technology. Like everyone, we were overwhelmed with the rapid development in this new market. At the time, we were already working on an ambitious attempt to improve the literature economy in Africa. This was under a project named African Books Institute, or ABI for short. In fact, if you head over to our Instagram page right now, you will see posts from us as early as 2020. After learning about the Hedera ecosystem, we truly fell in love. Here's a clip from a video that's still on YouTube, where I describe that my partner and I will be moving our capital from our equities portfolio over to Hedera Hashgraph.
Oh yes, as Miles summed up, Sascha and I will be selling all of our assets, right? So that's our equity assets, not our crypto assets, and we'll be reallocating that capital to Hedera Hashgraph.
Somewhere along this journey, we got inspired and we decided to try build our own NFT project.
Non-fungible tokens, cryptocurrencies, blockchain. The world of digital assets and currencies is on the rise. There's an incredible amount of money being spent on JPEG and PNG files, yet only a small number of the global population understands what's really going on and the implications of all these terms and technology.
But NFT's astonishing growth has also led to deep skepticism over its market.
I think the technology underlining NFTs is useful and has practical applications. How it's currently being used at the moment is just one rolling series of mad tulip mania style bubbles. That's all it really is, together with some very ugly artwork.
We were clear about one thing. We do not want to capitalize off of our community.
What we're aiming for, and again, like you mentioned, I think very early in the development of the project, that we don't want to come in and like, overprice these people or like scam, so to speak, based on the hype of NFT. Because remember, NFT has a bunch of future uses. This is all just hype right now. It's all just, really? There's a method of authentication or verification in this manner, it's just exciting for everybody to be witnessing this new technology come to play. But obviously, it's not its most optimal use. It's not its most optimal use, 100%. So we don't want to be like, we don't want to come in, especially for what we're thinking about in the future. NFTs. We don't want to come in with that rare. We really want the outreach, because when Abby comes afterwards, then it's going to be like,
We actually wanted to provide value to the Hedera network, so we decided to intentionally build publicly, involving our community every step of the way. So what happened? Well, a couple of things. However, it's not that complicated. At the time, self-proclaimed experts were really preaching the idea of building a community first, then monetizing that community. And so that's what we did. We built our small community on Hedera, and we were en route to monetizing that community with our Hashbits NFT project. What we did not realize was the amount of scope creep that would befall on our team. While the community was waiting for us to develop our Hashbits, we were in the background debating on what ecosystem would make Hashbits a sustainable NFT project. The only value we could identify at the time was speculation through trading, and that was against our core ethos as a team.
In other words, they promise you the world, that is, right up to the day of the mint. But I want to know what happens after that, after everyone buys in. What happens to the thousands of fans who just invested into their favorite celebrity? Do they go to the moon and get rich? Or do the fans lose money?
Many artists and investors made millions on crypto digital art, but the value of NFTs, like any other cryptocurrency project, was purely speculative. That means if the hype for NFTs were to die, the monetary value of those projects would sink, which is exactly what happened in 2022, but that's only the tip of the iceberg.
That an NFT can trade on any blockchain, whether it's Solana or Ethereum or HBAR or whatever. These assets are going to be very big, and I think next year, 2022 is going to be the year of the NFT.
So we erroneously assumed that we can run multiple software projects at the same time. A looming truth was slowly becoming apparent. We had built our community too soon. As the days went by, we started communicating less and less with our community, until eventually we went completely silent. In retrospect, we should have communicated all of these challenges with our community right away. I went through a series of denial steps and justifications for what was happening. I was ashamed that things were not going as planned. I felt that I was letting the most important community I had ever come to know down. So where are we now? Well, to date, we have not minted any Hashbits. Despite all of our development and project scope challenges, we simply refuse to mint what would essentially be URLs pointing to JPEG images hosted on third-party providers.
There are 3 more problems with NFTs, which lie in the technology powering those projects. You see, when you buy an NFT, you don't actually buy the artwork, but rather a link that points to a server where the artwork is stored. This means that the images themselves are not encoded on the blockchain, which exposes the tokens to link rot. Link rot, or link death, is a phenomenon in which over time a hyperlink might cease to point to its original targeted file due to that resource being relocated to a new address or removed entirely. What this means for NFT owners is that their expensive pixelated avatar might cease to exist at any time.
We, however, have been building ever since. In the spirit of our original mandate, we put our heads down and kept building tools that we believed would achieve our overarching goals. Currently, if you head over to www.abbeybookclub.com, you will realize that we are in beta testing for what we call a literature networking platform. More on that in other videos. We have a growing and hopeful community here in Africa. My personal TikTok page has a following of about 28,000 people. To the Hedera community, this is our unbridled apology. We apologize for the lack of accountability we have displayed. I assure you that none of it was with malicious intent. Our biggest crime was gathering a community of people and not going to market with one of our many ideas. We have not taken any investment other than your attention and time. As entrepreneurs, we often take risks. This is one of those times when the risk did not pay off. We hope one day that we will be of great value to this ecosystem. We will build until we can build no further. We will be going through a period of rebranding and repositioning ourselves in the marketplace. Please remain patient with us as you have through this transitionary period. This is our love letter to you. Hello, future.